Need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Just can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. What's up, Shannon? Hey, peace and prosperity, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe. Keep tuning in to great content. Getting a lot more comfortable, just speaking on camera, so it only get realer as we go. You feel me? But everything that I say always manifests. So stay in tune for sure, though. But we go jump straight into it because that's why y'all here, though. So don't go nowhere. Shannon Sharpe, Shannon Sharpe, Shannon Sharpe. Hey, my thing is this, though, right? Tony Busby fucked up. Even though a lot of people might feel some type of way about Shannon Sharpe, but my thing is this. He can't hang. He should get somebody that's of his bracket. That's why when I always, used to talk to women that's outside, that actually have a culture, from Ethiopia, Africa, and all these other places, they always say, I'm a little too older for you. Once you get somebody, or I could introduce you to somebody that's of your age, you know what I'm saying, that y'all could actually grow together, because an older woman or too young for you is just not what it is, you know what I'm saying? Stay within your means. And a lot of times when they're dealing with a guy like Shannon Sharpe, he's not used to having no real street niggas around him that got game. Because that conversation right there, anybody could talk any type of way over the phone. You see what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But far as Shannon jump out there a little too early, want to offer 10 million and all these other things like that. When y'all could show me that Shannon Sharpe abused this girl, beat her up, put his hands on her, actually choking her with actual physical bruises, then we'll get to really talking, you know what I'm saying, about Shannon Sharpe should lose his endorsements and all this. The only thing you could say about Shannon Sharpe is he's slow in the game, and his reputation is too big, and he didn't want to make himself look big, so it automatically make him look guilty. You see what I'm saying? But that little prep talk, what he did to that little girl, you see what I'm saying, is not nothing. Because most time when you dealing with people in America, you need to see if any, skip what a woman like in life. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be asking her, hey, what you like, what make you happy, whatever the case may be. Your first question is, how is your mental health? How are you holding yourself? Do you take medications or whatever the case may be? Because to me, it sounds like that girl on medications, though. It sounds like she on a lot of medications, though, for real. The way that the conversation was going, and Shannon Sharpe know that he was dealing with somebody that he could have full control of. And that's the thing. When everybody try to play God and try to manipulate the situation, look at the backlashes that actually come with that. To every pro, there's the con, and to every action, there's the reaction. But my thing is this. He had no control of that girl in the first place, because it was just like when I used to work in factories, whatever, meeting these little young white girls, 20, 19, whatever the case may be. They see a thick black man like me, you know what I'm saying, pulling up, you know what I mean, nice, you know what I'm saying, got his stuff together, whatever, smelling good or whatever, next thing you know, I'm hanging in these little towns, at the girl crib, digging her out, coochie tight as hell, you feel me? And that's what Shannon Sharpe likes, something he could toss around and whatever. He don't want a woman that could be able to think for themselves. Everybody want a dummy, and that's the thing. When you get dummies, somebody else can easily come in and manipulate them also. And let's talk about this lawyer. He's going to jail. He's going to jail for extortion. Because when you're dealing with a cat like Shannon Sharpe, he gonna put everything on the table. He's not going to try to manipulate the situation, because he don't want to lose no more than what he already losing. So he going to let the people know the ins and outs. And that conversation right there was just a conversation. It wasn't a $10 million conversation. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you gotta prove it in the law of court that it was a battery or he was threatening or intimidating her before it could go to the civil suit, since it was a new situation that just occurred. You see what I'm saying? They jumping straight into the civil when they supposed to be pursuing some criminal, or she felt threatened, intimidated, or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, this lawyer he's already caught up with Homeland Security. You see what I'm saying? Then, Puff, Jay-Z, all these, and it ain't just them. It's a lot of people. And this guy's attacking from all these different angles. Then here comes Shannon Sharpe, which is a little mediocre conversation, and say, look, everything is on the line. You going to jail. And for everybody that's out there in black media, like Lord Jamar and all them, man, to be honest, you shouldn't even have a say-so about nothing. You should be focused on mastery within yourself instead of embarrassing yourself, making yourself out here look like a fool. Seriously. Because the things that come out of y'all mouth that say another black man should go to jail just for having a conversation with a white woman that he haven't even beat up, abused, put his hands on, that she ain't making no criminal complaint about him or nothing else, and you got this weak-ass lawyer, Tony Busby, out here trying to extort people. That's what he's going to jail for. Tony Busby's going to jail for extortion. It's too much money involved for him not to have a federal case against him. It's not going to be a state case. Once they see the evidence against Shannon Sharpe and all these other players out here in the world, that's what the police go do. We can't keep letting him get away with this extorting people shit. So matter of fact, let's just throw him and his team under the bus. Tony Busby is going to jail for extortion for Shannon Sharpe. Mark my words. I bet y'all. If anything, old girl might get a book deal. She might whatever, no different than the white girl from Emmett Till. She go live free, happily ever after. Nothing's going to happen to her for trying to set up the play or whatever the case may be. But my thing is this. If Shannon Sharpe was on his game and he had real niggas around him, niggas talk to their girls like that all the time. He said you just need a nice whooping. But have he actually beat her before? Because if he beat her before and he say that, then basically, yeah, I understand that from that perspective. But this is a girl that he never put his hands on. She don't got no choke marks around her neck besides a physical, sexual agreement upon the two parties. What it is, Shannon Sharpe need to go start going to swingers clubs. You see what I'm saying? Because these niggas no different than Puff if they want to talk about Puff. That's all Puff was running was a swingers set, a swingers club. But you got swingers clubs all around the United States that's going on every fucking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they having fun. They traveling from out of town, state to state, and all this just to have sex with different strangers that they don't even know. Okay. But anyways, though. But when it come down to the Shannon Sharpe situation, Shannon Sharpe is nothing to worry about. The only thing got to do is just let time pass. It ain't no different than Whack 100 over there with Adam 22 and they exchanging girls. Whack 100 talking about he in love with this girl, but then he find out that she's really a whore and, both of them sucking on the same penis now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do your thing. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Now Adam 22 banging Whack 100 girl. They swapping and doing all this. But the thing is, Whack really want Adam girl. But anyways, because this video ain't about that. This video about Shannon Sharpe. And Shannon Sharpe go overcome all these situations. But y'all shouldn't be trying to slander and beat this dude down. Because once he get Tony Busby locked up, then y'all gonna be right back on his dick. But the thing is, if I was Shannon Sharpe, I just hold back for a minute, keep doing my show. then keep building up different momentum around it and everything else. Then when you do that sharp interview with that actual person, you let them know, and you come through, you know what I'm saying, with some player hood ass niggas that actually, you know what I'm saying, beat they girls up in the streets and everything else. I'm not saying that's a beautiful thing, it's not. But when you dealing with certain people with the mindset, you'll know how to be able to digest those conversations. Because there's women out here get beat up every fucking day. Me and my mom, we just had a conversation, right? And she say the girl that's next door to her always getting beat up by her dude, and she's scared. I'm like, why she stay in the situation? She must like it. She must be immune to it. She must, whatever the case may be. Oh well, it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, your dad used to beat me. I said, so the first time he put his hands on you, why you ain't leave then? She got mad at me. But the thing is, though, why would you build a tolerance for something that's abusive and that's painful? You see what I'm saying? Come on now. And y'all, a lot of y'all women out here run around mentally abusing y'all, man. And that's and forcing them to put their hands on you. And the man too weak just to leave and move on with his life, he built up the frustration within himself and end up violating you and himself by putting his hands on you. But this is not the case in Shannon Sharpe's situation. I'm just saying, pimps, hustlers, you know what I'm saying, prostitutes, they get their hands put on all the time out here in this world, and everybody highly venerate them. You see what I'm saying? People look at them like they the gold mine. You know, like they the blueprint. They the this and they that. But if it wasn't for the pain and suffer, you know what I'm saying, their legacy wouldn't be big as what it is, just like Tina Turner. Tina Turner's legacy got built on Ike beating her ass. Y'all not worshiping Tina Turner for her music. Y'all worshiping Tina Turner for the abuse that she done took. Okay. Y'all could keep fronting though. But my thing is this though. Shannon Sharpe did not physically put his hands on this woman. It was a phone conversation that was manipulated to be able to get him to say certain things. You could tell by the persuasion, tell by the way she talking, by somebody was manipulating her in the background to say certain things. But when they get in his deposition mode, that's when it all gonna come out, because this deposition is coming soon. If they want a lawsuit, they gonna have a deposition. And during these interrogatories, that's one thing that Shannon Sharpe really have to be strict on. The interrogatories, that's what's gonna save his life. Because if he get enough information out of this individual on its interrogatory, and basically when this lawyer come up, when she actually come up and say that, if Shannon Sharpe asks a question and say, did this lawyer actually tell you to say this or do that? And what she go do? Yes, he told me this. Yeah, he told me to say this. He told me to say that. Tony Busby going to jail. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all could, oh, this guy full of bullshit, whatever the case may be. Shannon Sharpe gonna overcome this situation. But Bubba need to grow up. Bubby, whatever Shannon Sharpe is at this point in time mentally, he need to grow up, because money do not make you a bub. That Bubby status that Shannon Sharpe holding right now, he need to grow the fuck up and become a bub, because he's tripping. The nigga really tripping. He's trying to give up money, and that's what's making him look bad in the public eye, to lose fucking $100 million just for trying to offer $10 million, when he should have just sat back and just said, you know what? I'm going to just let everything play out. And the reason he lost his job, you know what I'm saying, with ESPN wasn't because of the situation. He jumped the gun. He jumped out there. When you don't know law, you should just shut the fuck up. And that's what got Shannon Sharpe burnt. He jumped out there and made statements, and they was like, oh, nah. You know, far as integrity, far as doing things on a corporate level, and a proper status, and things of that nature, you handle yourself straight like a bubby. So they say, you know what? You don't deserve the respect, because we put you up here with the bubs and finding out that you a bubby. You see what I'm saying? You ain't no different than John Coffey Or actually, what you call it from Forrest Gump? Bubba had more intelligence than you. Come on, Shannon. You jump out there offering fucking 10 million? 10 million? Man, you could get, man, look, 1 million a year, Shannon. That's all it take. Man, you will set all these women up around in the hood, man, to the point where none of them will be ratchet no more. You know what I'm saying? They might influence them to grow up their own hair and quit wearing fucking animal hairs and all this other shit, trying to mimic looking like white women, thinking they're beautiful. That's another conversation too, you know. My condolences, black women, if you hate to hear what I'm saying, but that's another conversation. But I'm just saying, Shannon Sharpe, continue to fuck with the young white girls, whatever the case may be. Continue to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Continue to be a transgender, whatever you choose to do. Whatever you want to do, continue to do it. But my thing is this. Mentally, you got to step your game up. For one, leave the drugs alone. For two, quit thinking you a boss. For three, learn how to be a student again. 4, learn how to be by yourself and shut down the people around you. You don't need no fucking stylist. It's clothes. Put it on. You need a gay stylist and shop him wherever you going. Now you got interviews out there, your ex-women talk about 3 fingers, like whack. 3 fingers in you. Come on, Shannon, man. Now everything is just boiling and just bah, bah, bah. You feel me? Please just don't commit suicide. Be be a man, stand up, overcome it. Say fuck it. It happened. Whatever happened, happened. But I ain't gonna let it hold me back from being a man. But Tony Busby going to jail, y'all, for extortion. Believe me. I know I dragged out this video, but I'm letting y'all know for sure. And watch what I gotta say. If it don't happen right now, y'all don't believe. But when it manifests, y'all forgot about who actually hit y'all with the game and y'all going on with the newest trend. But my thing is this. Just make sure y'all hit that like and that subscribe and keep tuning in. Peace and prosperity to the world.